Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. Keep only 10 fragrances for life. Stay tuned and find out what mine are. Yeah, I've been seeing you guys tagging each other 5 fragrances for life, 10 fragrances for life. I figured I'd jump in on the bandwagon. Only I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm gonna do it from one fragrance house. Sort of. When I say fragrances from the same fragrance house, I am BSing just a little bit, but then again, I'm not. It is a fragrance house that houses many awesome fragrance houses or inspired expressions of them. Yes, I'm talking about Dua fragrances. My first fragrance is an honorable mention. I know I said 10, but I had to bump this one in there because I had to go over these fragrances over and over again, and I don't mean the same ones. I mean having to mix them up to see which ones I could live without or keep. So I had to throw this one in because it takes me back to the late 90s when I was a professional musician in smoky bars playing the drums. I was rocking Good Life by Davidoff. Masam has brought you great life. The minute that I smelled this, it took me back to those days. I actually started wearing Cool Water from Davidoff long before Snoop Dogg started rapping about Johnson's Baby Powder and Kawada Cologne. When everybody started rocking out after Dr. Dre and The Chronic came out, I went ahead and got the original version of this. It takes me back, it's insane. This is nostalgia in a bottle. These top 10 are in no particular order. They are all awesome. You guys have seen this on this channel before. Liquid Mind Control. Nasamato's Barononda. Awesome fragrance. Beast Mode, Compliment Monster. Can't live without it in the winter time, and it did pull the most compliments out of all my fragrances this past winter. If you haven't got your nose on this one, you need to. My next fragrance is Beast Mode Overload. It is the Conqueror. This one would have been a rare find. There was only 120 bottles made of the OG. It was a Fortnum & Mason of London's exclusive. Xerxes Alexandria 2. This thing is amazing. It screams masculinity, alpha male, loud, just an awesome fragrance. This one got a whole lot of wear this winter. It's a dynamite fragrance, and like I said, if you want that beast mode fragrance, this one right here would definitely make a statement. The last Conor McGregor fight, during the interview, Conor McGregor was calling the Mad Russian a fun boy. He's a fun boy. Yes, I've been accused of being a Killian fanboy. I've been accused of being a Creed fanboy, and definitely a Parfums de Marley fanboy. And yes, after this, probably a freaking Dua fanboy. It is what it is. Here's my Killian, Black Phantom. Here's Dua's Black Widow. What's the difference? The opening note. And this one lasts longer and it's cheaper. I'm telling you, I'm not BSing you. I'm not no human meter. I can't say that it's 100%, 99%, even though I've said stuff like that before. It's silly. But yeah, when you spray it on one arm and spray it on the other and you can't tell the difference, hey, maybe my nose sucks, but this is spot on. It's sexy, it's seductive. Rum, dark chocolate, sugar, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is one of my favorite fragrances, and Dua has made it where I ain't even got to even put a dent in this thing. The next fragrance probably doesn't need an introduction. It's probably the most recognized fragrance that Dua has is Casino Royale Nights. It is their inspired expression of Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. This is the Extrait de Parfum. And yes, it performs, and smells identical. My son would probably be upset with me if I didn't have this in my top 10 list, but lucky for him, you and me, it is. This one right here, there's a buddy of mine that was actually commenting in the Dua group not too long ago. I was like, yo, what top 10 fragrances from Dua would you like? It was like CRN. Casino Royale Nights. This one is that good. Yeah, there ain't a massive difference in between the price per milliliter, but this performs, and it's just as good as the OG in my humble opinion. The next fragrance is a Bergamot Balm for the spring and summer. It is inspired by Le Labo 22. It's 22 shades of bergamot. Now you want to talk about a proper fragrance for the spring and the summer. Yeah, this is a real shocker right here. This is amazing. All summer long, I could probably just wear this, other than another fragrance that I'm gonna show you in just a few minutes. My next fragrance is the berry white of the collection. It is Aphrodisiac, inspired by Initio Psychedelic Love. Yes, this is exactly what it says it is. Yeah, I can hear Barry White singing right now. This stuff right here is amazing. I have smelled the Initio. It's very, very, very close. And yeah, the ladies will love you for this one. They do me. No top 10 list would be complete without a Rocha or a Gourmand. This is my favorite Rocha that just happens to be a Gourmand. It's Scrumptious, which is Rocha Oud Sweetie. That I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. I did hear that they're discontinuing it. But hey, Dua's got you covered, and I have smelled the OG on this, and it's probably, yeah, I'm not gonna do that 99%, 100% thing, but daggone if it ain't spot on. And this one is probably, well, you see, like, I don't know if you guys put big dents in Duas. They're kind of hard to do because they're so beast mode. I've been wearing the crap out of this one. Next fragrance, another dent. 11Z, inspired by Creed Aventis, the king itself. This is a Holy Grail batch. Masam Raza is a big fan of Aventis, as many of us are. I'm a huge Aventis fan. I mean, look. I got 4 batches sitting there, and then I got a bunch of decants in my room of a bunch of other batches. But let me tell you something. This one, as far as performance, if you're talking about a batch where you're lacking longevity, if you're lacking performance, I love Creed, I love Aventis, but 11Z will get the job done. I have seen people posting about this fragrance in Aventis Lounge and Aventis Addicts. Y'all might be wanting to club me in the head for this, but yo, this is one of the most satisfying fragrances I've ever smelled. And yes, if this is what a Holy Grail batch smells like, yo, get your nose on this. My next fragrance I would not be able to share with you otherwise, because it's a $1,275 fragrance from Boadicea the Victorious Valiant. This one is called Valor. Masam Raza's collection of Boadiceas have been growing and growing and growing, so he's passionate about it, so you can really tell it in this fragrance. This bad boy right here has a awesome blast of mandarin orange. You can catch some vanilla in there, some bergamot. There's a lot of other notes in there, but it's a very sophisticated, well-rounded, versatile fragrance that there ain't no way that I would have spent $12.75 on this bad boy, but it's 70 bucks. And then if you got the Dua 25 or Dua 15, where you get 15 or 25% off, I mean, a lot of times I'll sit around and wait for that to happen before I spend, because this is one of the more expensive ones. Mostly they run 55, 60. This one's 70 bucks if you pay full retail, but well worth it when you're saying versus $1,275. This one is amazing. Get your nose on this one. As I said before, these are in no particular order, but I wanted to save this one for last and the one previously because they were new releases, but we are on the cusp of spring and summer. This is one of the most amazing vacations in a bottle inspired from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Kuma is Magnifico. This one is exactly what it says. It's Magnifico. When you spray this bad boy, you get passion fruit, lemon, bergamot. I mean, you can literally hear the waves crashing when you spray this thing. And you want to talk about beast mode? I don't get a whole lot of enjoyment out of summertime fragrances because there's not too many of them that have beast mode. That's just my thing. I like to be loud and boisterous. This helps me accomplish it. This is a fantastic, awesome summertime fragrance from the House of Dua, Magnifico. I know this isn't what you're used to seeing when people talk about 5 fragrances for life or 10 fragrances for life, or in my case, 11 fragrances for life. And I probably have a witch hunt coming after me. You know, I can hear the marching with the pitchforks and the fire and all that stuff. But hey, it is what it is. Yo, I have got an 8-year-old son. I am a middle-class working man, and I shouldn't have to defend myself for what I like to wear. This is what I would pick for my top 10, top 11 fragrances. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you for watching Carolina Fragrance Reviews.